I'm on top of the world! Fills my heart with joy, and that's why this is all about the joy of running. Tip top trippers, my name is Donato and welcome to my latest video where I'll be killing two birds with one video. That's right, I'll be taking you on a glorious run around the Malvern Hills as part of my long run today, and also I'll be giving you my initial thoughts on my new trail shoes, the TerraUltra G270, the INOV8 TerraUltra G270. Yeah, get my words right. Let's go. But before we head out to the beautiful Malvern Hills, I would really appreciate your support for this channel by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also I'd love to hear in the comments below what you think of the actual route that I'm running, and also do you have any specific trail shoes that you run in? Yeah, as I say, these are the INOV8 TerraUltra G270. That sounds like some kind of Formula 1 car, but let's get over to the train station and head over to the Malvern Hills. Yes guys, as I'm limited with transportation, today I'm going to catch a train here from Worcester over to Malvern Link, where it's a short 10-minute train journey, and from there I'll start my run around the Malverns. As you can see guys, I've arrived at Malvern Link. So the plan today is 2 hours. The plan said 2 hours, hilly run. So I'm literally going to head over the Malvern Hills for about 1 hour in a particular direction, turn around and come back. It's going to be as simple as that. The weather isn't as forecast. It was forecast dry with sunny spells, but right now it's a bit grey and drizzly. Hopefully it'll clear up. But in my backpack, I might go through what's in my backpack, but basically I've got change of clothing, some long sleeves, leggings as well, and obviously I've got my sunglasses if the sun does come out, because there's nothing worse being caught out in the open hills in bright sunshine. So I've got my sunglasses, I have got a little break glass in case of emergency gel, I have got my phone here, always have my phone on runs anyway, and in the back I've got various bars and foods and a bottle of water with me as well, which I don't normally drink when I go on a long run, but because I'm already fueled up and so on. But again, just being prepared just in case for what may happen. So without further ado, let's head over the hills. So the first section, as you can imagine, is along the road before I get to the hills. So although I am already immediately on a hill, because I don't think there are any flat sections of road in the Malvern area, so straight onto a hill on the road section. So let's take you along and enjoy the journey. For those of you who are thinking of driving up here, as you can see just there, this is the North Quarry car park. Yep. So I'm going to start at this end of the Malverns, which is the northern end, and head over hopefully Worcestershire Beacon and continue, see how far I go for the hour, as I say, from Malvern Link, and then take you across. So let's head up to Worcestershire Beacon. So as you may see behind me, this starts to a nice bridle way heading up to one of the first hills before Worcestershire Beacon. But boy, whew, as you can hear from my breath, very steep, very much out of breath. Whew. Oh my word, a semi sort of flat, even dare I say downhill section now, but it's so beautiful here. Absolutely love. It's like being in a film set from Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. Yeah. simply beautiful, isn't it? And I gotta say, these INOV8 TerraUltra G270, initial thoughts, they're feeling really good. I'll tell you more about the details as we progress, because some of you might have raised eyebrows. Zero drop trail shoes. Yes, talking of zero drop, we're about to go downhill. Woo. Let's go. Right, I've now come to a section where I'm literally walking up because it is so steep here. Unreal. And it looks like there's some kind of display here. Should we go and see what it is? Oh, look at this. Literature. Let's show you the sign that it says here. Oh, so it says here, well dressing, literature, Happy Valley Spring, Malvern Book Cooperative. So there seems to be books all over the place here. Should I open as a, dressed as a lady holding a book? Let's see what's in here. Share the book. Oh, look, there's some pens in there. Whew. Anyway, let's continue onwards and upwards. Oh, wow. I think I've missed a turn a little earlier where I was planning to go around another hill. But hey, all roads lead to Rome, or in this context, all trails lead to Worcestershire Beacon. Let's continue. So some of you may be wondering, how is it I've got yet another new pair of shoes? In the past few weeks you may have seen some reviews of various other new shoes, but these ones I literally bought a long time ago. In fact, I first came across the INOV8 TerraUltra G270 was last November with Andy and Rachel D. You'll see that she's got a YouTube channel, and I think Andy was wearing the TerraUltra, but they were quite pricey. But a few months back they were up on sale, as you do, so I'm discounted on, and that's when I snapped them up. So yeah, zero drop. My Hokers had worn out, so I had them all last year, and I was doing virtually all my training runs in them, and yeah, they were great shoes. But speaking with Andy and how I felt on that run, I thought, let's go for it. And I gotta say, initial impressions is they feel really good. I've just come from a very rocky, uneven surface, admittedly walking, and they feel very comfortable. Running down those hills that I've had so far, just that one hill, felt really good as well. And now I'm on, like, what would you call this kind of surface? Bridleway type surface. And yeah, but zero drop, a lot of people have a fear of zero drop, but for me, when you're going up and down hills and trails, the just to explain what the drop is the difference between the heel and the forefoot and how much of an angled drop there is. With these it's flat, so there's no drop, and whilst running on a road that's even, the drop on a shoe can be important and helps with our calves, Achilles and so on. But I believe when you're running on trails, zero drops is the way, really. I mean, I used to run in ultras on the road, and a lot of people would tell me that they ran in ultras on trails, which is fantastic. So I'm now opening into a meadow, and it looks like I might be able to have a bit of a run here. Hey! But I can't really see where I am because it's quite misty here. I do hope, I think, the signs, great. Look at this. Great Malvern that way. Northern Hill that way. So, that must mean the beacon that way. But what I'm going to do is literally head up that way on the grass and then run along the trail up there to Worcestershire Beacon. But as you can see, it's pretty misty, no views. It's a shame I can't show you the views around the Malvern Hills because it is spectacular up here. But yeah, it is what it is. Onwards and upwards, literally. I have to say, as a point of safety, always do check the weather. And as I'm running here through the clouds, apologies if I'm stating the bleeding obvious, but it's very chilly up here because I'm in the clouds. Whilst it's warm below the clouds, I think it's about 12 Celsius, it is chilly up here. So I've got clothes in here if I need to cover up, warm up. Yeah, so I am prepared for that. And but it's a shame I can't see the beacon where I'm heading for. So hopefully I'll find where I'm going. I see another directional marker down the bottom here, but I've been here many times, many years. You might have seen some videos where I've come up here for New Year's Day, yeah, onto Worcestershire Beacon. So I'm coming up to another way marker, so this helps all the time. Yes, so as a point of safety, always remember the route that you're going. So I've come around that particular hill, so I'm heading to the beacon. So there's two routes, so I'm going to take up the main route here. So let's go. Yeah, as a point of safety, make sure you've got the right gear to take into account any change in weather or any circumstances. So I'll make no apologies if this is obvious, but sometimes it needs to be said, yeah? Hello, runner. You see, there are other people running around these hills. It's not just me who's the crazy one. Anyway, let's take a quick detour up here. Well, I know that I'm walking at the moment because it's damn steep. For those who do ultra running, trail running, fell running, all that type of stuff, how do you run up steep hills like that? Or do you walk up? Yeah, leave it in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. So here I'm heading up to Worcestershire Beacon, and there's mountain bikers up on here. Just to let you know how steep it is, even these guys have to walk. So there's Worcestershire Beacon. Thank you for your help, guys. Thank you.
Have a good day, mate.
And you. Enjoy the ride. Yes. I was shouting at them because they were cycling up slower than I was walking up. But here's Worcestershire Beacon. Yes, finally we have reached the top. I'm on top of the world! Yes, here we are, Worcestershire Beacon, Malvern Hills. Let's go. So yes, guys, we finally arrived at, this is the Ordnance Survey position, top of Worcestershire Beacon. And as you can imagine, it's a bit breezy up here, chilly, so I'm going to quickly head back down on that side of the hill and stay warm and get some cover. So yes, we got to the top here. Only took 40 odd minutes, which is pretty damn quick really, from Malvern Link to here. I'm super impressed considering I've been walking most of the way. Anyway, let's run down the hill. Another question for you fell runners, ultra runners, trail runners, off-road runners. How'd you blooming well run down these steep hills? Good God, I feel like if I go any quicker I'm gonna go head over heels. Woohoo! Yes. Oh, such fun, eh? So I've taken a tactical decision. Rather than head over the brow of some other steep hills, which will involve walking a lot, and then going hard down the other side of the hill, I'll stick to the bridle ways, because that way it's it's undulating, but not as short, sharp hills. as going up for these beacons. Makes sense? So I can get more of the benefits of the hilly run, which is what it said on the run, not a mountainous run. Let's say, looks a bit clearer here as we're getting descending now. There's a section here where we seem to be below the clouds and there's a bit more of a vista, not much more, but I can see the 3 counties showground down there. That would have been covered in one of my previous videos years gone by. But also as a little note, if you wanted to go down the archives of my videos, you'll see my first ever long run was 35 kilometres from Ledbury around the Malverns, all on road and back, and part of that was past the 3 counties showground. So yeah, now this is quite enjoyable. Yeah, up and down the hills, seeing other runners. Yes. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Ooh. Yeah, this is the speedy section going down from Worcestershire Beacon. This way marker here, see, it says gold mine. So I'm guessing there was probably some old Roman gold mine here. So we got witch cutting where I'm going to head to. There's also witch car park. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff around here. Let's go. Right, I've just passed through what's called the witch cutting and headed up over the next set of hills. So here we have the beautiful view across. There's the 3 counties showground. Golf course. How beautiful is that, eh? And let's head over that hill. What a beautiful vista to be running along, eh? Fantastic. Right, as I said earlier, I'm taking a tactical decision of sticking to the bridle path rather than going over the steep hills and beacons. Morning. And how beautiful it is here. The bluebells are out. Can you see that? Absolutely gorgeous. Now I've been going just over an hour, so technically, as I said earlier, I should turn around and head back, but I've got a little plan in my head where I might take a little different tour back, but maybe not so many of the beacons, so it should be technically quicker to get back. Yeah, let's see if that theory works. Well, as I'm going into a sharp descent here, I need to be very mindful of my foot placing, because a little earlier I fell a bit wrongly on one of my feet and slightly turned my ankle, which is not good. Feels okay for the moment, but yeah, gotta stay on the ball and focus more on the running and foot plant and so on, yeah, rather than the filming. So I've arrived at what will be my turnaround point, which is Gardener's Quarry, or is it Gardiner's Quarry? And there's also a tea room here. The kettle sings. So I'm going to turn around and head back the way I came. So yeah, it's been gorgeous up here. So let's show you the kettle sings. So yes, here I am, the kettle sings, morning coffee, home cooked lunches, afternoon tea, but I won't be stopping here for a break. I'm going to continue. Up to now I haven't had any food or drink on this run. I've only been going a little over an hour and 10 minutes I think. So again, referring back to that famous long run of mine, first ever long run I'd done for Brighton Marathon. It was the longest long run was along this road. I would have been running along this road. You see, there's no footpath. Going along the Malverns, popping those gels every 5k, whatever it was it? Oh, how we learn new things and how to do it properly. Yeah, running way too fast for my long training run, but we live and learn, don't we? So I'm going to head back on the trail and head towards Malvern Link, back along the beautiful bluebells. Oh man, there's something about it. Obviously it's an absolute perfect sign of spring. Yeah, we're into May now, so we're right into the heart of spring, and seeing these bluebells and the colours, as I say, it almost feels like running through a section of Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, all those outdoor adventure type movies. But this is actually, it's real life. Yeah, so who needs to go on these ultras across overseas and travelling thousands of miles on planes when you can come right here to the Malvern Hills, or somewhere near where you are? Leave it in the comments below where you've got some lovely trail runs that you do or know of. Leave it in the comments and tell us about it, because there is so much beauty here in England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, wherever you may live, the US, you know. So staying close to home, there is beauty everywhere. You don't have to go seeking it thousands of miles away. Yeah, look at that. Oh, don't know how it's coming out on this GoPro because of the long lens, but absolutely fills my heart with joy. And that's why this is all about the joy of running. For those who like to know their borders and where exactly I am, I'm on the border with Herefordshire. So this is Upper Witch. So when I went over that hill, I was in Herefordshire, and then when I go the other side of this, I'm in Worcestershire, Malvern, which is in that direction. So I'm going to head across this road, and I will be, right now I'm technically in Herefordshire, but then within minutes I'll be technically in Worcestershire. How about that, eh? Magic. So I'm at another one of those literature points, and here it's rain before rainbows. You probably see lots of rainbows here, and the illustrator is David Litchfield and the author is Smriti Prasadam Halls. Well, here we go, lots of rainbows. Better crack on with this run though, so let's go. If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, I don't know the rest of the words. La 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 la. Teddy bears have their picnic. Oi! I mentioned earlier I'm taking a different route back, basically skirting around the edge of these beacons and sort of following my nose. I know if at any point I do get totally lost, I'll just head straight down Route 1 onto the road and follow the road signs. So there's no fear of abandonment, shall we say, for me here, even if I do get totally lost. But if all goes to plan, I should be getting towards St Anne's Well, which one of the reasons why Malvern became famous was because of the springs, the health springs, the water, spa, all that kind of stuff, yeah, as well as Elgar. Right, I've literally gone off onto a proper wild trail. Don't have a clue where I am, but as I say, I've got a sort of gist of heading in that direction. So I thought I'd walk whilst I was doing this because it's very technical on here and I don't want to slip up whilst filming. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? I have to say, as I'm walking along here, I'm literally on, there's no way I'll be running on this because it's just tree roots everywhere, completely uneven, zigzaggy, and yeah, not for the faint-hearted. And if I was to give a review on these TerraUltra G270s, my initial thoughts is I can't even feel that they're on my feet, which to me is a perfect sign for running shoes, that they shouldn't feel like they're restricting my movements or anything, and I do feel free and easy. Now I come to a junction and I don't know which way to go, so my guess is let's just go down, because I've had enough of going up. Yeah, let's head down and see where this trail takes me. Right, let's go. So back on a main bridleway. I did ask a cyclist, mountain biker, whatever they're called, some directions, so I am going in the right direction, thankfully. Well, walking through these woods I could hear a noise. I don't know if you can hear that, it's in the distance now. It sounded like an orc from Lord of the Rings. I better pick up my pace, I don't want any orcs chasing me. Gotta have a laugh, eh? And here is St Anne's Well. Back in the day, we used to be able to just walk to that well and help ourselves to water, but now it's already bottled for us. Yeah. So this is a beautiful oasis here within Malvern. St Anne's Well. You've got the Octagon Bar. There's a cafe here, but it's not open today, or it's not open just yet. I'm a bit early for that. So absolutely gorgeous. Used to love coming here as a kid, and it's just so beautiful. So there's where we've come from, Wych Road, so it's W-Y-C-H-E. I'm going to head up that way and hopefully join up whence I came from. Let's see if that works. Yeah, such a beautiful location there, St Anne's Well, and hopefully I've now caught the right trail heading back towards North Quarry Car Park to then get onto Malvern Link. My instincts are telling me I am on the right trail, but all these trails look the same to me. Yeah, I can see why Hansel and Gretel put down the was it the breadcrumbs or trail to follow back. But anyway, onwards and upwards, or is it downwards now? I can now confirm I'm on the right trail back to North Quarry. Hey, happy days. It says 1 hour 57, so we're a little over, but hey, a couple of minutes. So, just passing through North Quarry Car Park. Oh, I better get off the road here. Yeah, just remind myself I'm on public roads now, not trails. Yes guys, I've made it back to Malvern Link, and what an epic run that was. Absolutely loved it. The plan was do a hilly run for 2 hours. It was 2 hours and 7 minutes, so I couldn't have timed it more perfectly. Turnaround points, doing the detours, even where I got a little lost. I had a vague idea where I was going. I'm literally walking over to another one of these displays that have been going around. So the well dressing literature, the importance of radar, top secret Worcestershire, Royal Air Force cadets, and there's a model of a Lancaster bomber. A little random known thing here in Malvern Link. There is some government type work going on here. That's why it says top secret. Even I don't know what's going on here, but there is. So as luck would have it, the battery just ran out. So that was just enough juice on that one battery charge to get me around for a couple of hours. Yeah, I thought I'd come to the original Malvern Link sign here at the train station. So a lot of the gear that I brought with me, the sunglasses, the gels, the food, clothing, I didn't need. But as I mentioned at the beginning, safety first. So it's essential that you have the gear just in case things do change, you know, when you're going over over terrain like that. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this. Excuse me. Hope you enjoyed this as well. Thumbs up, subscribe, share and all that jazz. And big shout out to Rachel and Andy. The INOV8 TerraUltra G270 worked at absolute treat, and they were great on the footpaths and roads here as well. So big thumbs up. You see that? Thumbs up. Big thumbs up for those shoes, and I'll talk more about those maybe as a talking head sitting in my living room. Yeah, so all in all, thoroughly enjoyed this. I think my quads, calves, hamstrings, knees will thank me tomorrow, but that's for another story. So love you all, thank you so much for watching, and see you at the next vid, which I think will be yesterday's 1928 park run. 19 minutes 28 seconds park run. Yeah, I know, super fast. So legs feel really good considering I've done a long run now. Let's see how we go ahead now towards the Tewkesbury half marathon, which will be Sunday. Take care guys, love you all.